What's up, everybody? It's Lillian. I know it's been a while, but I'm back, and I'm back for good. So in this video, I'm going to tell you guys about the fastest way to get your first wholesale deal. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there and a lot of different videos that talk to you about how to get your first deal, but I'm telling you guys, this is the most fastest and the most straightforward approach there is out there to get your first deal without spending a dime. The only thing you will need is hustle. Now, let me tell you, this strategy will help you get a deal literally in one day. I kid you not. So if you've been struggling to get your first deal for a while, then this is the perfect strategy for you. So let's get into it. So before I explain the fastest way for you to get your first wholesale deal, let me first explain what wholesaling is. Basically, wholesaling is the art of finding discounted properties. That's all it is at the most basic level. And what most people do is they focus on acquisitions in their wholesale business. Acquisition means the act of acquiring a property, getting it under contract. So one of the main things that people obviously have to focus on is marketing, because without marketing, you don't have a business. So there's a whole bunch of different types of ways that people market to distressed homeowners. One way is bandit signs, you have cold calling, you have texting, you have door knocking, you have driving for dollars. There's so many different ways to market to a seller. So after you market to a seller, you get a contract signed. You get the purchase agreement signed with the seller and you send that over to the title company so you can open up escrow. Now, after you open up escrow, the second phase of marketing begins, which is called dispositions. Now, what you can do is you can either market your property to your own cash buyers list, or you can work with a JV partner or a joint venture partner. So now not only are you marketing to your cash buyers, you're marketing to somebody else's cash buyers as well. So that's where co-wholesaling comes into play. Co-wholesaling is just basically two wholesalers collaborating to get the deal done. Basically one wholesaler who acquires the deal and one wholesaler who disposes or sells the deal. Now, you're probably asking what goes into dispositions. So now the disposition side of things is also as intricate as the acquisition side of things. Even though most people focus on acquisitions, I really believe that dispositions is just as big, or if not bigger, a bigger part to closing a deal out. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can dispose of a property or sell a property. Similar to acquiring it, you can call, you can text, depending on who you're going after, you can reach out to landlords. You can even post your property online, like on Facebook Marketplace. You can post it on Craigslist. You can post it, or you can reach out to other investor sites, people who also own wholesale companies or just investors in general. You can also look up tax records of previously purchased properties or previously flipped properties, so you know that those are other investors that are looking to pick up more fixer-uppers. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can reach out to cash buyers who are looking to purchase a property and close quickly, usually within 3 to 4 weeks. So once you find your buyer, you get a contract signed with them saying that they are ready and willing to purchase a property upon inspection, an inspection period that they have, right? So after you do that, you get you send that to the title company and you get earnest money deposit from the buyer, whether that be $500, $1,000, $2,000, whatever it is, something to lock the contract in, right? So once you start getting interest on your property, you're gonna have to show it. So you can do two things. You can either show property to your buyers on an individual basis, or you can host an open house, which will basically bring all of them at the same time, and you guys will check out the house. And I really like that method a little bit better just because it increases competition, which usually leads to a higher sales price for you, which is more money. But you can choose either way that's most convenient for you and the situation of the house. So once you get a confirmed buyer, what you'll do is you'll send them a contract, have them sign it, send that contract to title, and then you'll collect the earnest money deposit from them, locking in the contract and basically showing you how serious of a buyer that they are. So once you get a confirmed buyer and you send in all that paperwork and you get that earnest money deposit, the next step is basically to go to closing and collect the check. But you don't even have to go to closing. How cool is that? You can have title simply mail you the check, so you don't even have to step inside that title company. Basically, the main focus of co-wholesaling is to work with other wholesalers to get a deal closed. And if you guys stick around to the end of the video, I'm gonna show you exactly where to find a deal today. Now, there's a lot of benefits to co-wholesaling and working with other wholesalers. One is that it makes the overall closing of deals easier for both parties. And if you're the wholesaler who acquired the property, you basically get to use the power of two buyers lists, two cash buyers lists, because you're sending it out to your cash buyers and you're sending it out to the cash buyers of the dispositions wholesaler. or the person that you are joint venturing with, or co-wholesaling. Another benefit to co-wholesaling is basically you get access to way more distressed properties than you would if you were marketing by yourself. And I know this for a fact because I'm really implementing this co-wholesaling model, and honestly, I get way more properties than I can even handle to analyze each and every day and comp and everything like that. So I know this for a fact that you'll get access to way more deals, and it'll allow you to focus on your strengths, because if you're not that good at acquiring properties and talking to sellers and homeowners, then maybe working on the disposition side is a little bit better for you, because you're basically talking with people who want what you have to offer. You're talking with cash buyers who are actively looking for investment properties to purchase from you. So that may fit your personality a little bit better. For me, I was content with either or. I like talking to sellers, I like talking to buyers, so it didn't really matter for me, but there's a lot of things that I like about the disposition side a little bit more, which is why I'm using this model. And another really great benefit of co-wholesaling is the fact that it's probably the easiest way to get a mentor, because there's a lot of people who join or get into the wholesaling game and they have no idea where to start or what to do. They're always looking for a mentor, and the best way to get a mentor is to just bring somebody a deal. So if you're kind of working this and you stumble across a deal and you have no idea how to sell it, bring it to a mentor. Bring it to somebody who you see is actually doing deals. Bring it to somebody who's knowledgeable, who can help you close the deal and, see that deal off to the finish line. Bring it to them. I guarantee you that they'll be willing to work with you and show you the ropes, and show you every step of the way, because a deal is valuable to them. It comes down to bringing somebody value. Somebody will always appreciate you bringing them value versus just asking them, how to do something. Because a lot of times when you see all these people doing deals and whatnot, their time is very valuable as well as yours. But when you're in the beginning stages, you gotta hustle. So if you're willing to basically share the wealth and bring somebody a deal so you can learn and receive the value of learning and also helping them make money, I guarantee you that there's going to be some type of relationship built, and you're going to learn everything you need to learn in order to move forward in your business. So now you guys kind of understand the acquisitions part of wholesaling and the dispositions part of wholesaling, and understanding how co-wholesaling fits that model. So basically, one of the biggest problems that you're going to run into when you are co-wholesaling is that you need to know how to qualify your deals and see if they actually are deals. And you'll have to qualify the wholesaler that you're working with, because you don't want to work with anybody and everybody. There's a lot of fake wholesalers out here who are daisy chaining deals and don't really know what they're doing. They're just trying to collect the check. So there's some things that you need to know in order to qualify the property and qualify the wholesaler. Now, I'm probably gonna have to make a separate video if you guys want to learn how to do that. Now, I'm probably gonna have to make a separate video to explain to you guys how to do that. If that's something you're interested in, please leave a comment down below. Those are two really important keys, is how to qualify or how to run comps on your property and make sure it's a good deal for you to make money on, and how to qualify the person that you're working with, because you both want to be valuable to each other. And of course, you don't want to waste your time, because I've been there and I've realized that if you're working with somebody, there's so many different things that you can run into if you don't qualify them properly. For example, I was working a deal that wasn't even under contract by somebody, but they told me it was under contract with them. And I spent a lot of time calling my buyers, texting my buyers, emailing my buyers, and a lot of this costs time or money. So if I'm wasting my time or money, it's not fun. So I can explain to you guys how to, what things you need to do to avoid that, but it'll probably be in a different video. So just let me know down below if that's something that you'd be interested in seeing. All right, guys, so as I promised you earlier, if you stick around to the end, which you have, then I'll tell you exactly where to go to find these deals that we've been talking about throughout this whole video. And the best place for me where I find these deals are Facebook groups. It's not rocket science. If you join real estate investor Facebook groups or real estate wholesaling Facebook groups in your area, I guarantee you will find a deal today. This is what you do. You go on your Facebook and you type in the search bar, real estate investing, and then you type in your city or your town, and I guarantee you a bunch of groups will pop up. Join 3 to 5 groups, check out all the deals that are in those groups, and message those people who posted the deals and ask them if they'd be willing to joint venture with you. Don't say co-wholesaling. Co-wholesaling is just the name that's on it, but it's also considered joint venturing. So message these people, see if they'd be willing to do a JV deal with you, analyze the deal, run your comps and run your numbers, make sure that it's a deal that you can actually make money on. All right, so once you know that they're willing to JV with you, and the deal is actually a deal that you can make money on, now it's time to work your cash buyers. So hopefully by this time you already have a cash buyers list, because if not, you're gonna have to build one first. But hopefully if you do, you can just send it out to your cash buyers and boom, you got a deal. And you didn't even have to do any marketing. So I would say take those action steps. Go out there, hop into those Facebook groups and find somebody who has a deal that's juicy enough for you to make some money on and start sending it out to your cash buyers. That is the fastest way to get your first wholesale deal. Co-wholesaling is amazing, everybody. It's collaboration over competition. So please don't sleep on it. I know a lot of people just want to focus on acquisitions because acquisitions is how you get the juiciest deals, but it's better to get a little bit of something versus nothing at all. So there you have it, guys. That's the fastest way and the most straightforward approach to get your first wholesale deal today. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It'll really help the video get in front of more people who may be looking for this information, who are also looking to get their first deal. So share the wealth. And if you have any questions, please drop them down below in the comment section. And please subscribe to my channel for more videos. I'll be talking a whole lot about real estate, business, and finance, because that's basically my life. So if that interests you, definitely subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you know exactly when I drop the next video. I'm really focused on bringing you guys as much value as I possibly can, so stay tuned and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.